It is episode 18 of my As a Bag of Hammers playthrough of Encased. Today we are heading north and the road leads you to a strange place. When the wheels of the car begin to rustle on the concrete, you realize that you're driving along something that resembles an aqueduct buried in the ground. It must be part of a common sewer system or clogged drainage channel. Leaning out the window, you gaze at the greenish water swaying peacefully under a long rusty grate sunk in the concrete slabs. Something flickers in the darkness below. When you park your car, you lean out the window, peering through the bars in vague shadows. Let's take a look. Okay, everyone in stealth. All right. Well, this is a grenade waiting to happen. Okay, so they're going to come running up this right into that anomaly. What I will want to do, I might as well open this container first with nothing in it. So I want Yoko up here. And I want Fox up here. And let's go ahead and get Eiley down. So I get Eiley down on the front line pretty easily, but that's kind of dangerous. I'm pretty sure that I could take them. Best not to go overboard with how cocky we're getting here. Let's go ahead and get Eiley down over here, and we will... Ooh, laceration. Let's wait that out. Get the first aid going. Now, with Eiley being as stealthy as she is, I bet you I can get off a couple grenades. Nope. No, one grenade was how many grenades I could get off. I guess that's kind of realistic. It's not the same as whacking someone over the back of the head with a stick. I did just chuck a grenade into the middle of them. Okay, so which one do I actually have here? I have the phase shift, mass hallucinations, psi confusion. I kind of wish Yeah, I had the wrong one. I should have dealt with this beforehand. Let's go ahead and get her... this one. This one's... Okay, what we want to do is energize. Do we want to energize Yoko or Eiley? Oh, Yoko's too far away. And Eiley's not in the firing line. Okay, well, let's see. Move... No. Move her just one space. Okay. Now, let's see. Can we energize Yoko? We can. Let's go ahead and do that. Take a couple shots at the one guy that we can actually hit. For crit. Now, I don't know what these guys' damage is going to wind up looking like. We will save the AP for the moment. Ooh, machine gun time. Saturation fire. 3 shots on each target in a cone requires 9 ammo. Oh, if I was just one space further... Well, can I... Okay, let's see if I can move her one space. Am I going to get all 3? Let's find out. Whoa. Did you not hit anything? She didn't hit anything. Okay, maybe I misread that. Eiley, grenades? And will a cheap grenade kill these guys? Yeah, let's do it. Oops. Oh, well, no, I took down one. Okay. What is this? Okay. Gravitational... What does that do? Minus 30 precision. Oh, wow. Minus 30 precision is... That's pretty rough. So that's why Yoko missed all those shots. Will Fox be missing shots? Now, I could actually use phase shift. That's awfully tempting. Get Fox down into the fight and drop one of these guys up here. Well, Fox does a lot more damage with her melee. Oh, and these guys are all bio. Yes, let's absolutely do that. We're going to swap these two. And, of course, the fact that she does bio damage means she doesn't harm these guys, but... So that might have not been all that useful. But let's absolutely let Fox go ahead and tank these guys, because Fox, Fox doesn't take biological damage. Let's take another look at this. Precision modifier minus 60. Okay, so yeah, she just... Yeah. With the minus 30 that's kicking around, that was just too much. So Yoko, since this one's the closest and the biggest threat overall, go ahead and start popping this guy. 73 damage, nice. And get into a kneeling position with those last 2 points. Now Eiley, cheap grenades, cheap grenades, cheap Molotovs, cheap Molotovs. Now this guy will probably come for Eiley. Either way, Eiley's going to need to intercept him because if he gets to Yoko, he could do a serious amount of damage. Fox, you are almost certainly fine down there. Fox's close range weapon actually does biochemical damage, which means these toxic well, is toxic? Yeah, I think toxic is the same. So yeah, she'll actually heal them if she attacks them. But it also means that she can tank them like nobody's business. So we'll have her do her psi thing. I should probably have switched her back to a different psi thingamajiggy, but I think we're just fine. And you can reload for 2. Nice. Eiley, let's get in there. Go ahead, get fighting stance on. And... Ooh. 29? That's it? Is this going to do more? 41. Well. Okay, and he died from fire damage, I think. What do we have in this old box? Give me something good. That's not what I was... So, what we had here was a whole bunch of experience points and a very small amount of mediocre junk. Well, let's get moving. Oh! What do we have here? Dune Foothill. Let's have a look.
I'm stuck. Help me. Get me out of here. I don't know what's wrong with the suit. It won't move. Quit eyeballing me and do something. Now!
Okay. I'm stuck in this pile of junk. Get me out of here. I'm losing my mind. A faint voice sounds from within the sandy armor. You examine the armor. A greasy, rusty substance sparkles between its joints. Okay, repair 30, disable the air filtration system. Sounds like one of those, a little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing. Get this guy killed. Repair 50, break the hydraulic locks and open the armor in emergency mode. Sounds like the right solution. You unscrew the plugs, which are neatly recessed into the ends of the hydraulic locks. The hydraulic locks click, and, squeaking and juddering, the breastplate hinges open. An exhausted man rolls out into the sand. Thank you. Thank you. I think I'll go, he whispers with difficulty. After lurching madly for a moment, he picks a direction and staggers away, leaving you alone with your servo shell. Okay, so this is a way to get a servo shell without doing the mission from before. You examine the servo shell. It appears to be in good working order, except the joints are oozing some kind of rusty, glistening goo. So realistically, if it was me, I would do both of these things. Do the science for the auto-diagnostic, and then clean it, piece by piece. I am going to do the higher number one first, just in case. We'll go through the armor's mechanisms one by one and clean them by hand. In the thorax section, you find a set of tools, including screwdrivers and pliers, and proceed to disassemble the servo shell. According to the instructions, the armor consists of 1,766 parts. You carefully clean each one of them of dirt and the obvious anomalous rust. This takes about 3 hours and another hour to reassemble the armor. But now the servo shell is working like new. Well, what I'm going to do is put it on, and there was actually a servo shell station in my Ursula. Oh, you know what? I bet you I can put one of the other two in there. Can I put Yoko in the servo shell? That'd be pretty cool. No? Scan? Oh, okay. How are you, Fox? Nope. Okay, well, I'll get in it. I'm not a fan of power armor in games. I like the idea of my character actually like walking around doing everything themselves. I might save this for the very last level, but I'll take it and I'll stuff it in Ursula. Before you is a docking station for charging servo shells, made according to the technologies of the forefathers. Two power elements with relic dusting hanging over the armor mounted on the rack. They charge the armor's built-in CPS, a compact battery that powers the servos. We don't need to equip it. What modifications can we do to a servo shell? Your Kairos connected to the screen informs you that your servo shell can be upgraded to the Mark II model. The screen shows a list of requirements. A pretty extensive list. I mean, I have this. Oh, no, I bet I don't have the Mobius armor plates. I think I have one of those. I'm pretty sure I don't have three. I think I have the manual. Yeah, that's a lot of red. I may come back to that later. We'll have to see whether or not that piques my interest enough to actually warrant going through with that. Meantime, let's take a quick nap, as long as we're here. No, get in the damn bed. The desert landscape sprawling outside the car window is extremely monotonous, so you immediately notice a stick with a tin can on top of the side of the road. It's a store. People armed, 3 of them. They may or may not be selling guns. Well, I'm guessing if there's 3 of them, they're selling guns. If they're raiders, there'd be more of them. But, yep, regular old trading post. The handsome tan man gives you a piercing look. Judging by your yellow badge, you're not one of the dome's best and brightest. Not to worry, everyone gets a fair deal from me. If you can pull a trigger, you'll love what I have to offer. So you ready to take a look? Not happily. Yes, you love looking at shiny shooty things. You want to buy one. So despite having some high-level stuff, we're in the awkward position where none of his fancy stuff actually will improve my team. So we will take all his money with all the junk that we acquired from the phalanx. I think I'm giving him an extra $3. Yeah, 48.67, 48.64. Enjoy. So here in the first settlers camp, I have gone ahead and equipped that radiation protection thingamajiggy. Also gone and made myself a bunch of grenades because I went through them all. And when I say a bunch, I mean a lot. I was able to make like 15 of each of the types of grenades. A couple things to note while they're on my mind. I remember before I was trying to knock someone out with Yoko, I didn't realize that the secondary attack of this weapon actually does like 200 fatigue per turn for 3 turns, so that'll knock someone out on its own. And the grenade launcher that I picked up, the one that does a lot of critical damage, it's actually practically useless on Yoko because Yoko has a fortune of 1. So that'd be a really good weapon if the primary character was using it and was spec'd out for luck. Who do we have here? Grunt, Salt Psionic. Yeah, I'm guessing these guys won't have any diplomatic options. Let's see about getting Yoko into a decent spot. Get Fox up just a bit, and you know what? Let's get Fox back a bit. She's gonna get spotted. Alright, Eiley. We're gonna need you on... where are we? Assassin Strike. I wonder if there's any way to take on just one of these guys at once. Probably not.
Who did this? Who? Huh? What? What the?
Well, 2 attacks before getting spotted isn't bad. I think immediately getting Fox into a position to start whacking away is not a terrible idea. Oh. But of course, we need to energize... are we going to energize Eiley? Eiley is the sheer damage, but being able to... You know what? Let's go for sheer damage. Fox has still gone unnoticed, which is nice. That'll change right now.
Where'd you come from?
Or I guess it won't, because she missed.
Take these creeps downtown, bros.
What are you gonna do?
Do you think you'd beat
Oh,
me?
nope, she does see Fox. He had his own buddy there. What do I want to do? Okay, so it's Eiley next, and I highly doubt Eiley will have any trouble taking down that one. That hit hard, but this guy's got a 97. Let's go 97.
Huh?
Mm,
What?
not a lot of damage.
Ugh. You're dead, asshole.
Wow, these guys are actually taking a fair bit of damage. This guy has quite the AoE, although I bet he can't use it every turn. What I should do is I should move Eiley up and then get Wrestling Stance on so she can take a fair bit of damage. Let's see how this goes. Oh. Well, at least she can take a fair bit of damage while knocked out. Alright, Fox. I can't have you going down while Eileen's unconscious, so go ahead and pop one of those super med kits. What can I reasonably do here? I think realistically I'm doing plinking damage, aren't I? Do 39 damage out of 330. Oh, miss. Okay.
That's it. Your ass is grass.
What even was that? Okay, hopefully I can take down at least one of these. Namely, this guy. Come on, Fox. Give me something big. Give me a crit. Or, no? No such luck. That's a 4-point hit. Okay, well, I'm not moving Fox any further forward. I think she's a bit weak to be taking on these guys one-on-one. So, yeah, get your defense up. Yoko, you need to reload. Okay, what debuffs do we have? We have distracted. I'm going to want to heal Eiley, but heal this guy, please. First aid yourself. Move up. And 2 whack. Or is there anything special we can do? Well, probably not.
Oh.
That was a good hit. Oh, geez, there's another guy back here. Well, that complicates things. What can we do? Can we get Fox involved in this? Do we want to get Fox involved in this? Can't have her that far behind the fight. She does need to be part of this. While these guys are hard, I am in control here. I say as I run out of action points before getting the kill. Alright, well, defense. Yoko, please take this guy down. Okay.
You scum.
Give me 2 hits with the knife.
Oh.
And 1 hit with the thing that is referred to, at least, as a pipe wrench. Ow! That was a good hit. Unfortunately, Fox's psi weapon really doesn't do much damage, so... Oh, wow, 101. I wasn't expecting that big a hit. I do need Fox up and involved, or this isn't going to move forward. 1 good whack should do it. There it is. Just kind of hoping for a bit more experience points, but so be it. Let's see if they had any good loot. So on a Blackwing employee up here, we had some dog tags. These lovely people were nice enough to leave me a sleeping bag to get myself back in fighting condition. I had to put down some food and I was thirsty, so I am now drunk, because of course that's the best way to hydrate. So I'm going to get a Drunken Master bonus, which I probably should have done before the fight, but here we are. So we have Necroids now. These are some pretty high hit point Necroids, so if you recall, Fox is mostly immune to the toxic one, but not the other two. Let's see. Should I be switching out her weapon? No, let's use the crowd control weapon. Is there a different weapon that we should be backing up Yoko with? No, it looks like the machine gun's probably our best bet there. I should really give that a proper try. I fired it the 1 time. So I don't have 3 here, I have 4? Or 5? Okay, 5 Necroids. So I've attacked 1 to pull it out. We'll see if we can do 1 at a time. It's highly unlikely I'll be able to pull that off, but it's certainly what I'm going to try to do. Yoko can't hurt it with her regular sword. Can't hurt this one. So let's get energized on Yoko. And get to work just hitting this guy with regular old psionic attacks, which are basically plinking damage. Single shot for 100 damage. Okay, what is this? That's 6 AP. This is 4. Okay, so this is still better, but kind of fun that the icon from it is a minigun. Now, Eiley will take damage from this guy, so I should get fighting stance on. It's 11 AP, that means 2 hits with this. Oh, take advantage of this opportunity to pull back. Now, if I can get first hit in with Eiley, that's ideal, because first hit is usually like first 4 hits if it's Eiley. Uh-oh. Yoko, back up, back up, back up. But I will just pull with Yoko if that's how this pans out. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that right now. And of course, Fox gets first attack again. Energize on Yoko again. Oh, right, you are not immune to this one. No, we're going to let this one come to us. So, hit it with regular psionic attacks. And we are going to go with defense because who knows just how beefy these things are going to wind up being. And pull back again. We will keep this up all day if this is how it's going to play out. Wow, that's one hell of a range. Go ahead, take the shot, Yoko. Clicking the attack on him basically stopped him in tracks. Alright, Fox. Oh, actually meant to walk up and give him a whack, but are we in a position to do that? Yes, we are. Come on, big crit. Guess not. I was thinking for a second maybe I should use the rifle ammo because it's easier to come by, but I don't know if that's actually the case. You know, there's no question that these guys are actually much, much tougher to kill than the guys I just took on, but getting them one at a time is certainly a bit of a game changer. Normally, when you're up against melee enemies, you don't want to go to them. You want them to come to you because they're the ones that are expending the action points that way. But without having so many action points, it just doesn't matter. Might as well just have her charge in. Could have sworn that there were 5. But let's have a scrounge at... Oh, this is probably meant to be the actual first settlers camp right here. Oh, there you are. Okay, everyone back in position. Finally go do your thing. Well, it's easier to do an assassin strike from behind, but if in front is how we're going to do it, then... Are we within range? We are. Since Eiley's right there, though, let's go ahead and put the energize on Eiley. And Eiley, because it does more damage, we'll use Wrestling Stance. Oh, jeez, what happened to Yoko? Yoko, move, whatever, Oh, Yoko was out of the circle. Oh, wow, look at how much damage that did. Oh man, I'm glad I caught that when I did. Luckily, I can repair robots for free. Well, when I say for free, with a big fatigue hit, but swimming in Energon. So in the midst of all that, I picked up another level, and this is a perk level. First off, I am still planning what to do for my next expenditure of skill points, and I'm not there yet. But as for perks, I'm going to go with Against All Odds, which gives me plus 25 to Fortitude and Resilience, as long as I have any negative effect, and Tipsy counts. So you see, that's the only negative effect I have. Here's my Fortitude and Resilience, and up they go. So, I think that's well spent. It means that I'm going to have to be cognizant about keeping my character drunk all the time, but, well, there are worse things, right? I suppose that's a matter of perspective. Now that does actually raise my fortitude and resilience high enough that I don't actually have to be wearing resilience gear on Eiley anymore. I can move that stuff around. I can replace it. I can get rid of it. As long as I keep my character drunk, it's not a problem. Okay, so we do have targets up here. Looks like it's just the one. Yoko, see if you can
Someone
pull.
from outside did it.
Reload.
Some
Eiley.
outsider.
Oh. No such luck. Was hoping to get a reload in with Yoko and a hit in with Eiley. Oh well. Did Yoko manage to reload? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Go ahead and energize Eiley. That was probably the wrong choice. No, Yoko did not get her reload in, but might as well take this shot. Reload. Get in a kneeling position. Beanbag shot is a fatigue attack. And 2 hits in with... Well, you know what? 1 hit in with this. I should have done the fighting stance first, but I didn't. Was kind of expecting an attack of some sort there, but guess not. And Fox, you go ahead and move up as much as you can. Ooh, have to be cognizant of our... Oh. Oh dear. That puts Yoko outside of the psychic, whatever this thing is. Do I run her up or do I run Eiley back? Probably easier to run Eiley back. Hopefully Eiley's not rooted. Okay, distracted, tipsy. Okay, so Eiley should be able to run back.
There's outsider radiation everywhere. Someone passed through here, scattering their light around.
So if I move Eiley here, will that put Yoko in range? Not quite. I'm gonna need Yoko to move forward either way. Where do my grenades keep going? No, not pepper spray. Pepper spray is not exactly what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for something like a frag grenade. Are we... Yep, just in a position to hit both of them.
Ow!
Do the homemade grenades require less AP? No, they do not. That was kind of wishful thinking. Alright, are we in a wrestling stance for Eiley? Yes. What can we do without running forward? I can put her in a defensive stance. Yeah, let's put her in a defensive stance. That'll make her almost impossible to even harm, really. Would be nice to get Fox moving up as well. It is nice for this guy to come to us. It means Eiley can move back while Yoko's moving forward. Is Yoko not able? Oh, Yoko's in a kneeling position. Why did I do that? That was a terrible plan. I don't think I can undo it. I think she's stuck in that position for another turn. Eiley will be able to absolutely destroy this guy. So let's go with this guy first. What can I do to exploit the fact that this guy's got low health? Oh, run sounds fun.
Ow!
And it was also a terrible plan because now I gotta chase him with that. Why did I do that? Use a hand grenade. I gotta think these things through a little bit better. Move Eiley so she's facing in the right direction and doesn't get backstabbed. And go back into defense. If nothing else, I'm forcing these guys to come to me. I'm actually doing a pretty good job of it.
There are traces and fractals. Traces and fractals.
Now at the moment, yeah, I don't actually need Yoko to chase the fight up. No, don't shoot Eiley. Shoot this person and save the AP. Now Eiley. Ooh, yeah, we definitely need to start cramming down some drugs with Eiley. Let's start with Energon. Yeah, I'm gonna drop some Energon. Now, unfortunately, being tranquilized, she's gonna take, what, 200 or 300? 200 fatigue each round. So I'm gonna have to keep popping Energon for her. I don't think that should be a problem, but I mean, it's not nothing. It's something I have to pay attention to. And I can move forward a tad with Eiley. Let's move this way and move up so that I'm facing the right direction. And defense up. Energized for Eiley. 17 AP. Okay. 52. 97. There we go. And with 5 left, let's not do something stupid like we did last time. Let's pick something that's actually useful. Inspiring Finisher. I don't actually have anything on cooldown. Well, I do. I have Energon on cooldown. Ooh, Mercy Strike. There we go. And yeah, let's move Eiley in front of this guy and get defense class up. These guys have managed to do some decent status effects, but they have done functionally no damage to us whatsoever. And the star of the show. Alright, everyone bunch up. Let's get back into stealth just in case. And Eiley, pop another Energon because I don't want you literally passing out. Alright, mild fatigue. Mild fatigue for... Okay, we'll be fine though. It looks like that's the lot of them. We have a tripod for equipment here. You stop in front of a small tripod stand covered in sand and ginger-colored dust. This thing is just right for placing a maelstrom beacon, which I don't have yet. I managed to come here, clear everything out, before I have the maelstrom beacon. Perhaps I'm supposed to come here after I've finished Act 2? I think I'm supposed to come here after I've finished Act 2. Oh well, it'll be basically a checkbox at that point, I suppose. I saw a path off to the side here. Let's see what we have. Interesting. So we have some heavy weapons gloves. How do those compare to what Yoko has right now? They're probably pretty similar. Okay, they're ever so slightly better. 1 extra point of initiative. I mean, 5 extra points of light weapons, but she doesn't use light weapons. Well, that's pretty minimal, but it's not literally nothing, so I'll take it. I also see a rope attachment. So at least when I come back, I'll be able to take a shortcut. Presumably that's what this is for. You look up the hanging structure with a rusty girder sticking out of it. With muscle 4, deftness of 6, and rope, toss the rope over the beam and climb it deftly. Well, that's a lovely sound effect. You toss the loop of rope over the beam and tighten it. Then you give it a sharp tug to ensure it will hold your weight. So while episode 17 was a whole bunch of talk and meeting people and robbing them, in episode 18, every person that we met, we killed. Well, with the exception of one person that we stole a servo shell off of. He's probably gonna die in the desert somewhere. Anyway, the plan for the next episode was actually to head out east to Carmine Heights, but I have no idea where Carmine Heights is. So I suppose what's going to happen is I'm going to head slightly east to one location that Picnic wanted me to check out, and then I'm going to be heading back north. But that will be in episode 19, and I will see you then.